All right, this is Geometry A, Unit 5, Lesson 6. We're going to explore angle, angle, side. Now, the lesson is going to take you through rigid transformations and demonstrating that one triangle can be transformed so that it ends up directly on top of the other through rigid transformations, which are translations, rotations, and reflections. That goes throughout the entire unit. Then, of course, we can prove that all 6 facts are true using corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So we can prove that all 3 angles are congruent, and all 3 pairs of sides are congruent. And we can use the shortcuts that of which we've learned so far: side, 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 angle, side, and angle, side, angle. Today I'm going to look at angle, angle, side. And I'm going to approach this from an arithmetic point of view or an algebraic point of view. Okay? If we say that 2 angles, like these 2 angles are congruent, and these 2 angles are congruent, and one of the sides not included between those are congruent, this would be angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. Okay. What I want to do is I want to use some logic to arrive at the point where I can say that this is the same as angle, side, angle, which we've already demonstrated that works in GeoGebra earlier on, or in our last lesson. So let's label some things. Let's say, since these angles are congruent, I'm going to call this angle X. This is X, and this is X. This angle Y, this is Y, and this is Y. Okay, and then I'm going to call these Z and W, because I don't know that these are congruent yet, right? There is a rule called the triangle angle sum theorem. Triangle angle sum theorem. And it says that all the angles add to 180 degrees. Okay? So that is to say, for the orange triangle, X plus Y plus Z equals 180. For the blue triangle, W, or X plus Y plus W, keep the order the same, equals 180. Now they both equal 180. If they both equal 180, then it's logical to conclude that the sum of the 3 angles for both triangles are the same as each other. This is known as the transitive property. You're going to learn about this later on. Okay, so that is to say I can combine these this way: X plus Y plus Z equals X plus Y plus W. Now if I subtract X from both sides, that'll get rid of the X's. And if I subtract Y from both sides, that'll get rid of the Y's. And when I do so, what remains? But Z equals W. So we have just proven that if 2 angles of the triangle are the same, then the third angles are necessarily the same as well. And now guess what I've got? I've got an angle congruent to an angle. I have angle, side, angle, congruent to angle, side, angle. And this basically is the sum of what I'm talking about. The triangle angle sum theorem. Basically says if ASA is true, so is angle, angle, side. And let me apply this a little bit more literally so you can make a little better sense of it. let's say I knew that this angle was 42 degrees. This angle is 42 degrees. And this angle is 58 degrees. And this angle is 58 degrees. And if I use the triangle angle sum theorem, 180 minus 42 minus 58, which is 180, minus 100, then angle Z must be 80 degrees. And by the same arithmetic, angle W must be 80 degrees as well, because W plus 58 plus 42 also equals 180. So it works even when you substitute numbers. So angle side angle is logically the same as angle angle side, because if you know two angles, you know the third angle is third pair of angles are also congruent.